everyone? Welcome back to another episode of EETV, where we strive to bring everything and entertainment. So let's begin with Chainsaw Man episode 8. We find out in the beginning of this episode how Denji wound up back at Himeno's place after the staff party. And we just get another little slice of life here in the episode. And I did really appreciate this because it gives you an insight into who these characters are. And it's very special to me because having only viewed the anime so far, we get a look into some of the detail that the manga goes into, which I will be covering once Chainsaw Man wraps up for the season in the next 4 episodes. We get to see a little bit more of how Himeno lives and, the stuff that she has in her fridge and how she goes about conducting herself. We get a little bit of a tender moment here, as you can see, why she's speculating why Aki and Denji are so much in love with Makima. I did enjoy this angle here where we got her point of view of her being under the influence a little bit, and we got to see through her eyes what was going on and how she just viewed everything around her. And then after that was over, her and Denji form an alliance, how Denji's going to help Himeno go after Aki, and Himeno is going to help Denji go after Makima. Now that scene here, when everybody ducked down, I was wondering what was going on here, and then we got to see the assassination attempt of Makima and her business partner here. I will say this, I have not read the manga yet, but given as Power is scared of Makima and we get a close-up, of her eyes and what's going on, I do not think Makima is dead. I think she's going to spring back to life and really start giving them the business. Now, when we move on to this next scene here, this reminded me of Goodfellas, seeing all the Division 4 employees getting killed a la Goodfellas sound, the Goodfellas style, with the soundtrack and everybody living their lives. And you can see how the Gun Devil's making a comeback because he's using guns to spark up more fear so he can give more power. And you just see the normal everyday citizens under the influence of the Gun Devil whipping out firearms and executing members of Division 4. I do not know if Kobeni and the other guy makes it, but we're gonna find out. Now, that scene right here where we just witnessed there, that man is the grandson of Denji's old handler when he used to work for the Yakuza. And I'm interested, you can see that now he is now I've only seen the anime so far, but it looks like that he is the Sword Devil. And that's the grandson of Denji's old handler when he used to work for the Yakuza. And we see the battle ensues here from the Sword Devil, and he is battling Aki, and we finally get to see in the anime what the sword actually does, and we see that it's actually a long nail. And having him strike the Sword Devil 3 times, and we can see how its power is activated, and the Curse Devil comes. And I like this effect here, how it shows the bones and latching on to the Sword Devil and taking him out. Now, I won't call him the Sword Devil. He's like the Sword Hybrid, I would say, because he's just like Denji, because we found that out from the Fox Devil, that when she told Aki, you put something interesting in my mouth, that it's not quite human, but it's not quite a devil as well, but it's not a fiend. So we can see, and I do not know who the young lady in the reddish orange hoodie is, because once again, I've only seen the anime, but we get to see what her powers are and how she helps the Sword Hybrid come back and put some damage against Aki after he showed off some pretty unique combat skills that I really did enjoy. here. Division 4 is really getting rocked here. They were hunting the Gun Devil, but the Gun Devil was also hunting them. And we can see here that Himeno made an additional contract with her Ghost Devil, and she basically gave up everything to have the Ghost Devil manifest more into its form instead of just its arm. And we see the Ghost Devil here, it being a young lady in a look at floral print, wrapped around a dress with multiple arms, nightmare fuel inducing here, giving the sword hybrid the business here. But you can see her attempt was failed, and she basically gave up everything, her entire body, for it to manifest the Ghost Devil's complete power, only to be silenced by the young lady in the orange hoodie with her snake ability, who has the summoning ability the same as Aki does, where he could summon the Fox Devil's head. And we got here, I like the little cinematic here when it goes from dark to light, and we can see once the battle's over, Himeno is no longer here because she gave up everything to help Aki in the battle. And you close the episode right here. And episode 8 really got into the meat. And I knew at some point, I didn't know what episode, but I knew at some point that they would push this thing up to 11 because it just had that tone to do so. Now, I will speculate this, that Makima is not dead, that there's going to be an extra battle. And of course, Denji's not dead. And there's going to be a further battle between the Chainsaw Man and I'm going to call him Sword Man, because I'm not going to look up his name until now, since he made an appearance. Now I'm going to look up his name, but I'm not going to go into it until the anime is fully complete. And I knew at some point they would dial it up, and I'm glad they reached it here. We got 4 more episodes after this, and we get to see what this thing is really about. But having seen this episode, it was really good. It was really good, not just because of the action, but I really do appreciate how we get backstories to the characters, and we get to see how they live and how they interact, to see how they are as people. And remember, in previous episodes, we saw that Himeno was always the one to be left behind after her partner killed, and now we see her giving up her mortal coil to save her partner, and Aki is now the one left over to so-and-so carry the torch after Himeno's death. Hey, I mean, this was really good. I'm gonna have to, I watched it 3 times, but I'm gonna watch it again to see if anything else that I missed in this episode. But I will say this before I close: Pochita, the chainsaw dog devil that's inside of Denji, his heart, he must be really powerful, because there is no reason why one of the most powerful devils, the Gun Devil, is gunning after him so much, and so much put a hit out on him in multiple episodes for these other devils to get him. So we can speculate that right now, not having read the manga, that Pochita is extremely powerful because everybody else is gunning for him to take him and Denji down. We can also speculate that Makima is not dead. We can also speculate that because of this attack, that Division 4 will be launching a countermeasure to further take out the devils. And we can also speculate that we will also see the appearance of the Gun Devil before they wrap up the first season of Chainsaw Man Season 1. Now, I'm looking forward to this because I want more backstory on Sword Man. We do know that he is Denji's handler's grandson, but I would like to see more, and I'm sure they show in the manga, but I want to see if they show a little bit more of how he made his contract with the Sword Devil, probably after his grandfather's death, because it probably looks like him and Denji might be around the same age or close to it. Well, I thank you for tuning into this episode of EVTV, where we're trying to bring everything entertainment. Sorry, I've been away for a while, but I'm handling business. but we are back on schedule, and we're going to be speculating more about Chainsaw Man along with other videos. But tune in for the next one. Take care, everybody.